Title: Over 60. This one exercise can transform your life. If you are over 60 and you think walking is the best exercise you can do for your body, I want you to pause this video briefly and truly listen to what I will share with you, because what you are about to hear might completely alter the way you think about your health, your strength, your energy, and even how long you live. For years, we were told that walking is the safest, wisest, and most effective way to stay active as we age. And while walking is still good, new research and practical evidence now show that there is one simple exercise that is even better than walking for people over 60, and most seniors do not practice it at all. The surprising truth is that this one movement can restore your muscles, protect your joints, improve your balance, strengthen your heart, sharpen your brain, and significantly lower your risk of falls, disability, and even early death. And the greatest benefit is you don't need a gym, you don't need expensive equipment, and you don't need to be fit to start. You just need a few minutes a day and proper instruction. And today, I'm going to provide you with precisely that. Welcome to the channel, my friend. If you're new here, this is your home for real, simple, science-backed health and fitness tips for strong, energetic, and independent living after 50 and beyond. And if you're returning, I'm sincerely grateful to have you back with me today. The topic we're discussing right now is one of the most important topics for aging well. And I highly recommend you to watch this video all the way to the end, because not only will I disclose the single exercise that outperforms walking for people over 60, but I'll also show you exactly how to do it safely, how often to do it, and how to integrate it into your daily life, even if you have knee pain, back issues, or low energy. Now, let me ask you something candidly. Do you ever feel like no matter how much you walk, your legs still feel weak, your balance still feels shaky, and your stamina just isn't what it used to be? You're not alone. Millions of seniors walk every day and still struggle with muscle loss, poor posture, joint pain, and fatigue. The reason is simple. Walking is a forward motion activity that mainly works the same restricted group of muscles repeatedly, and it does very little to stop age-related muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. After the age of 60, we lose muscle faster than we can rebuild it if we don't consistently challenge our body. And muscle is not just about looking strong. Muscle is vital. Muscle protects your joints, maintains stable blood sugar, supports your bones, and enables you to move, react, and live independently. Here's something most people don't realize. The primary indicator of whether you will live independently in your 70s, 80s, and beyond is not how much you weigh, not your cholesterol, and not even how many steps you take per day. It is how strong your legs are, how stable your balance is, and how rapidly you can move from sitting to standing. And that leads us to the one exercise that is better than walking for people over 60. That exercise is the simple, powerful, and remarkably life-altering movement known as the chair squat. Yes, you heard that right. Standing up and sitting down from a chair done the right way is one of the most effective exercises for seniors globally. It may look simple, but it engages the largest muscle groups in your body, including your thighs, hips, glutes, core, and lower back. These are the same muscles you need for walking, climbing stairs, getting out of bed, carrying groceries, and preventing falls. Unlike walking, which becomes easier over time, chair squats continue to challenge your body in a safe, controlled way that actually builds strength rather than just sustaining motion. Let me illustrate this point for you. Every time you stand up from a chair, you are lifting almost your entire body weight against gravity. That is genuine strength training. Walking, on the other hand, only bears a fraction of your body weight because one foot is always on the ground. This is why someone can walk every day and still find it difficult to rise from a low chair. It's not because they're lazy. It's because walking alone does not train the muscles in the way daily life genuinely requires. Now, before you worry and think I'm too old for this, or my knees can't handle that, let me assure you, the chair squat is one of the safest exercises you can do when performed correctly. In fact, physical therapists globally use it as a fundamental exercise for rehabilitation, fall prevention, and enduring mobility. You control the depth, you control the speed, and you always have the chair behind you for support. It meets you exactly where your body is, right now. Here's how you do it safely. Sit on the edge of a stable chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Your chest stays tall, your shoulders relaxed, and your gaze forward. Gently lean forward just slightly from your hips. Press through your heels and gradually stand up. Do not rush. At the top, stand tall without locking your knees, then slowly bend your hips and knees and lower yourself back down under control until you lightly touch the chair. Again, that is one repetition. If needed, you can place your hands lightly on the armrest for initial support. And as you get stronger, you can cross your arms over your chest. Now, let me tell you something significant. Studies show that seniors who can perform more sit-to-stand repetitions in 30 seconds experience greater longevity, have fewer falls, and maintain greater independence than those who cannot. This single movement accurately indicates your biological age more accurately than many medical tests. That's how important this exercise truly is. But the advantages don't end with your legs. When you perform this movement regularly, your heart exerts more effort, your circulation improves, your oxygen supply improves, and your metabolism operates more efficiently. This means better endurance, better energy, and better overall cardiovascular health than walking alone can offer. You are not just strengthening your muscles, you're strengthening your whole system. And here is something even more compelling. When you challenge your muscles, your body releases potent chemicals called myokines. These are like small messengers that circulate through your bloodstream and aid in reducing inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, support brain health, and even offer protection against certain chronic diseases. Walking yields some of these advantages, but resistance-based movements like chair squats elicit a much stronger response. Let's also talk about balance. Falls are one of the foremost dangers to independence after 60. One fall can alter your life permanently. Chair squats develop your balance, your coordination, and your ability to steady your body under practical situations. Every time you stand up and sit down slowly with control, your nervous system learns how to maintain your stability. This is exactly what you need to avoid hazardous falls. Now, you may be wondering, how often should I do this exercise and how many repetitions should I start with? The answer is simple and flexible. Start with what you can safely and comfortably manage. For some people, that might be 5 repetitions. For others, it may be 10 or even 15. The goal is to sense your muscles engaging without pain in your joints. Do it once a day or at least 3 to 4 times per week. Over time, as your strength improves, you can increase your repetitions or slow down the movement to make it more challenging. And let me tell you something profoundly encouraging. I have seen people in their 70s and even their 80s who could hardly stand from a chair without using both hands. And within just a few weeks of consistently performing this one movement, they were rising smoothly, walking with more confidence, and feeling more youthful in their bodies than they had in years. This is not about becoming an athlete. This is about protecting your freedom. Of course, walking still holds value. It is excellent for mental well-being, circulation, and mild cardiovascular conditioning. But if walking is the only exercise you are doing, you're missing the most essential component of the aging puzzle, and that is strength. Without strength, movement becomes harder. Without strength, balance weakens. Without strength, independence diminishes. And that is precisely why this one simple exercise is better than walking alone for people over 60. Now, let's be exceptionally clear and responsible here. If you have severe joint pain, recent surgery, or a serious medical condition, always consult your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise regimen. Your safety is paramount. Never push through sharp pain. Mild muscle fatigue is normal, but pain is not. As we continue this video, I'm going to show you how to make this exercise even more potent with minor variations you can do at home, how to combine it with walking for optimal outcomes, and how just 5 minutes a day can completely alter the way your body feels within the next 30 days. And you are not going to want to miss that. Before we go further, if this information is already helping you, take 1 second right now to tap the like button, because it genuinely assists this channel in reaching more people who need this message. And if you want more simple, life-altering health and fitness guidance for robust aging, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Now take a deep breath with me, relax your shoulders, and remember this: your age does not define your strength. Your past does not limit your future, and your body is still capable of remarkable improvement when you give it the appropriate movement, the right consistency, and the right belief. Now let's gently delve deeper into this because I want you to completely grasp why this simple chair movement is so powerful and how it can genuinely reshape the way your body feels day after day. You see, after the age of 60, your body changes in distinct ways. Hormone levels gradually diminish, nerve signals become slightly slower, and muscle fibers start to diminish if they are not challenged. This is not a failure of your body. This is simply biology. But here is the remarkable truth most people are never told. Your body still reacts to strength just as powerfully at 60, 70, and even 80 as it did when you were younger. It may respond a little slower, but it still responds. And the chair squat addresses this natural system of rebuilding directly. Every time you slowly lower yourself down and then press your body back up, you are sending a potent signal through your muscles and your brain that says, we still need strength, we still need power, we still need coordination, and your body answers that signal by restoring muscle fibers, strengthening the connection between your nerves and muscles, and enhancing the way your joints move together. Walking simply does not send that same strength-building message with sufficient intensity. I want you to visualize something for a moment. Imagine waking up in the morning and standing up from your bed without experiencing stiffness or instability. Imagine rising from a chair without pushing off with your hands. Imagine climbing stairs without holding your breath. These are not fantasies. These are the immediate outcomes of building just a little more strength in your legs, hips, and core. And this one movement trains all of that at once in the most pragmatic way possible. Now let's talk about something critically important that almost no one addresses openly, and that is fear of falling. Many people over 60 subtly restrict their movement because they are afraid of slipping, afraid of losing balance, afraid of not being able to get back up. And when fear enters the body, movement decreases. When movement decreases, weakness increases. And when weakness increases, the risk of falling genuinely increases. It becomes a perilous cycle. Chair squats disrupt that cycle in the safest environment possible. You are practicing the precise skill your body needs to rise from a low position in a controlled and safeguarded way. And with each repetition, your confidence grows along with your strength. Let me also explain why this exercise is so mild on your joints when done correctly. When you lower yourself slowly under control, your muscles bear most of the load rather than your knees or hips taking the entire impact. This is completely different from activities that involve jumping, sudden twisting, or harsh impact on the ground. You are developing strength without jarring. That is precisely what aging joints require. Now, I know some of you listening right now may be thinking, that sounds great, but my knees hurt, or my lower back bothers me, or I've been inactive for years. And I want you to know that these worries are legitimate. Your body has a history, but that history does not have to determine your future. If your knees are delicate, you simply don't lower yourself as deep. You only move through the range that feels agreeable. If your back is rigid, you keep your chest tall and your movement slow. If you've been inactive, you start with just 3 or 4 repetitions. The power is not in doing a lot. The power is in doing it consistently. Consistency is what changes the body. Not intensity, not perfection, consistency. 5 minutes a day done almost every day will always exceed one intense workout done once in a while. Your muscles respond best to regular, mild reminders that they are still needed. Let's also talk about breathing because this is another unrevealed secret to making this exercise even more effective. As you stand up from the chair, gently breathe out through your mouth. As you lower yourself back down, breathe in through your nose. This breathing pattern helps steady your core, support your spine, and maintains more balanced blood pressure during the movement. Now, imagine integrating this habit with something you already do every day. For example, you can do your chair squats right before breakfast or while waiting for water to boil or during a commercial break on television. When exercise becomes part of your daily routine instead of a separate item to remember, it becomes uncomplicated. And when it becomes uncomplicated, it becomes lasting. There's also a profound emotional advantage to this movement that I want to talk about. Honestly, as we age, many people gradually perceive their world is diminishing. Some activities become too difficult, certain places feel too far, and slowly, without realizing it, life becomes smaller. Strength counteracts this emotional shrinking. When your body feels competent again, your mind opens again. You feel more inclined to go out, to meet people, to travel, to try. Physical strength feeds emotional strength. This connection is genuine and potent. Now, let me share a straightforward method to advance this exercise after a few weeks when your body feels more at ease. You don't need weights, you don't need machines, you simply slow down the lowering phase. Instead of sitting down normally, you lower yourself over 3 slow seconds. 1, 2, 3, then stand back up. This slow lowering creates a potent stimulus for muscle growth and joint stability while staying extremely safe. Another mild progression is to pause for 1 second just above the chair before sitting down. That brief pause forces your muscles to work even harder to control your body. Small changes like this lead to significant improvements over time. Now, let's revisit walking, but in the right way. Walking is still beneficial for your heart, your circulation, your mood, and your mental sharpness, but walking should complement your strength training, not replace it. Think of walking as sustenance for your heart and chair squats as nourishment for your muscles and bones. Together, they form a comprehensive and balanced approach to healthy aging. You might be walking every day already, and that's wonderful. Simply incorporate this one movement before or after your walk, and you will begin to feel the difference within just a few weeks. More stability, greater power in your steps, less fatigue when standing, more confidence in your body. Now, I want to take a moment to gently remind you of something exceptionally vital. You are not broken. You are not fragile. You are not too old. Your body is flexible. It is wise. It desires to heal. It wants to grow stronger, but it can only respond to the signals you give it. And this simple daily movement tells your body unequivocally that strength is still needed. Let me address directly anyone listening who feels disheartened about their health. Maybe you've tried exercise before and failed. Maybe pain stopped you. Maybe life intervened. Maybe you simply lacked motivation. None of that matters anymore. What matters is what you choose to do next. And your next step does not have to be big. Your next step can be as simple as standing up from a chair 5 times today with care and intention. Progress does not come from significant actions. Progress comes from subtle choices repeated daily. As you continue to practice this movement, you may notice minor changes before you notice major ones. You may feel slightly more stable when you walk. You may notice you don't clutch furniture as much. You may feel a bit less fatigued at the end of the day. These are signs that your body is responding. Celebrate these minor victories. They are the foundation of enduring transformation. Now, in the next part of this video, I'm going to show you how to convert this one simple exercise into a complete 5-minute daily routine that addresses your legs, hips, and balance without ever getting down on the floor. I'll also share how many people unwittingly hinder their progress with a single prevalent error and precisely how to avoid it so you don't squander weeks of effort. But before we go there, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me your age and whether you already include any strength exercises in your routine or if walking has been your primary form of activity. I read every single comment, and your responses assist in guiding future videos for this community. And if this message is connecting with you, if it's offering you hope, if it's helping you see your body in a new way, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and become part of this expanding family dedicated to strong, confident, healthy aging. And don't forget to gently tap the like button because each like tells the platform to show this message to more people who genuinely need it. Take a deep breath again, relax your jaw, drop your shoulders. You are doing better than you think, and it is never too late to become stronger than you were yesterday. We are going to continue developing this in the next part, and I promise you what's coming will make this even simpler to implement in your daily life.